What is going on, my individuals? Drexler here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. Today I will be discussing 11 traits that a woman immediately notices about a man and how you can captivate her and let her see you as someone special. Now for the first half of the video, I will be discussing more physical traits, and then the last half will go a little bit deeper. Number 1, wallet thickness. See that? Mine's actually not too thick, so I'm not doing so good. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, you guys, I want you guys to set your bar high. And if the girls that you are dating are only really into rich dudes with money and materialistic things, then I would suggest you guys to be patient and set your bar a little higher. You want a lifelong friend that will stick with you through thick and thin. One that is fully committed to you, one that will encourage you, help you grow, challenge you, love you, and help make you just an overall better person. So that's just my thoughts on this opinion. I was able to find my beautiful wife at a very young age, but I didn't just get her by sitting around and hoping. You know, if you want someone special, then you gotta put in the work. You gotta continuously improve those qualities that can make you the ultimate gentleman. Remember, like I've said so many times in previous videos, rather than always searching for the one, learn how to become the one firstly. Number 1, now let's go ahead and jump right into this. Now, I don't really like getting too deep into physical traits, just because I don't feel like it's really the most important thing by any means. However, it is a top priority and is definitely something that should be discussed. So first off, of course, your hairstyle. Your hair is definitely the most noticeable thing to a woman, probably because it's the top most physical feature on your body. As a tip though, most women prefer a more simple hairstyle rather than something so drastic, such as an aggressive undercut or a man bun or side designs and stuff like that, because these things could come off as trying too hard. Number 2, your wiener. No, I'm just kidding. Number 2, your face. Now, I know that's pretty freaking obvious. However, not only will she be looking at your face for just attractive reasons, but she's gonna be looking at your eyes. You know, are you making direct eye contact, or are you looking down or like away all the time? Because this kind of stuff can show a lack in confidence. Number 3, body movement. Now, body movement plays a huge role, and I would stay away from, you know, looking closed off. You know, you could have your arms folded and that just doesn't have a very welcoming feel to it. I would also really be attentive to your body posture. There's so many dudes that I see that always kind of have their head down or looking at their phone and kind of slouched over. And this is not just benefiting them in any way. Honestly, when you're out in public, just think of an overall balance between masculine, confident, but at the same time just chill. Number 4, clothing. Now, of course, in my opinion, this is another no-brainer. Your style, your clothing, it often represents your work ethic, your lifestyle, all that. For instance, when you see a girl walk into a store and she walks by you, and when you see that she really just takes care of herself and that she's in shape, she looks good, she dresses good, I mean, it probably does something to you, right? It turns you on. Well, the same goes for women, and I would probably even say even more so, due to the fact that most guys, they don't care about their style, they don't care about the way they look. A lot of guys don't even know anything about style or you know, how to dress or anything like that. And so when a girl physically sees a dude that looks very nice, it's kind of like a nice surprise. So all in all, if you walk up to a girl and you got all your ducks in a row, you know, you look good, you're dressing nice, got your hair in point, you smell good, she will more than likely be very interested and curious to know more about you. Number 5, now going back to what we briefly discussed in number 2, and that is confidence. The main key factor that a woman looks for in a man is his level of confidence. And even if you don't have the most confidence in the whole entire world, I would highly suggest you to start working on that immediately. I mean, dressing up and looking good, it does help boost your confidence, but I wouldn't rely solely on that. I mean, what happens if you're out in public one day and you ran out of the house and you just threw on just a basic tee and you put a hat on? Of course, you know, you're not gonna feel that you're looking your best, but I wouldn't let this stop you from a great opportunity to talk to a woman. I mean, just because you're not looking your best doesn't mean that you not wanna put yourself out there and take a shot, you know, take a chance. One of the main ways to build confidence is to constantly step out of your box and do things that scare you. Because when you do this, constant repetition and doing things that scare you will build your confidence up. You see, fear breeds fear, so the more times that you let fear conquer you instead of you conquering it, the more it's just gonna hold you back and make you more scared and more scared. And the worse you will get, and that lack in confidence will continue to grow. So even if you are scared, stand up, keep your head held high, walk with intention, and visualize yourself as a confident person. And by the way, remember you guys, being confident is not coming off as cocky, arrogant, or thinking that you're just the best, you know, you're the crap. It's about knowing who you are and being comfortable with that, knowing that you don't have to try hard, you can just be yourself, and having drive, you know, having ambitions, passions, you know, being goal orientated and having dreams and things that you're chasing after. Number 6, gentle touching. Now say you're dating a girl for the first time and you guys go into a restaurant, you know, you take her out on a date. Say you open up the door for her, putting your hand, you know, gently putting it on the small of her back is a nice and sweet thing to do. Say you're at the stage of holding hands, you know, doing, I know it sounds like cheesy and all that, but you know, doing that little like thumb rub for a second, I mean, that's the stuff girls like right there. Number 7, how well you carry a conversation. Now you don't have to sound like the smartest guy, you don't have to have this big old vocabulary, you know, and whenever you speak, you don't have to even speak in some Hollywood type dialogue. I mean, that's unrealistic. All you gotta worry about is keeping the conversation going at a steady pace, but also don't overstress it. Let the conversation just naturally flow. You know, ask her questions, obviously. And if you're, you know, kind of a shy guy and you don't really know what to say, I would even think of 3 questions in your head really quick before you actually go up and talk to her. Just in case if she's shy too, you know, you wanna be able to keep that conversation going and ask her questions, because you can actually create a lot of conversation just based off of a question or 2. Number 8, manners, chivalry. You know, doing these little unexpected things that are just kind and generous. These are the type of things that she's not gonna stop thinking about afterwards. And these are also the type of things that are gonna keep her coming back because she wants you close. Number 9, pay attention. And not only pay attention, but show that you're paying attention. If she thinks that you're not paying attention, even if you are, then she's not gonna feel that emotional connection. However, if you're making eye contact with her and you know, occasionally finishing her sentences, adding on to what she is saying, she's gonna know that you're truly invested in her and genuinely are paying attention to her. And that's gonna make her feel special. And honestly, that's all anybody really wants, is to feel special, to feel loved, and to have someone that will be attentive to their thoughts and emotions. Number 10, being fun. Now, I've always said it, you don't have to be the funniest guy in the room to be able to get a girl. In fact, if you're constantly trying to be funny, trying to just land jokes and just be the comedic guy the whole entire time, it could come off that you're just kind of a mess around guy, especially if you're just overdoing it over and over again. Instead, let it come naturally. Don't try to be funny, don't try to be the funny guy, just let it naturally happen. If you say some funny things, then cool. If you don't, then that's cool as well. Be upbeat, be happy, don't take yourself too seriously. Number 11, being dedicated to something. Like I briefly discussed in number 5, having dreams, passions, or even hobbies that you are dedicated to. For instance, one thing that attracted my wife to me was simply the fact that I had drive. You know, I had a lot of passions and a lot of things that I was doing in my life and a lot of goals that I was chasing after and stuff that I was just hitting the ground running on and stuff that I was actually accomplishing. Whether it was fitness or health goals, hitting YouTube milestones, you know, having business goals. I remember last year I wanted to read a certain amount of books. And I did, man, I hit that goal. So having something that you love and having something that you are dedicated to, especially if it's business or living an overall healthier lifestyle, this is gonna be a really big turn on. So I hope you guys dug today's video. If you did, please be sure to give it a nice big thumbs up. It would mean the world to me. Also, let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite tip of today's video? And I would love to hear back from you guys. I would love to chat with you. I'll be down there in the comments talking to you guys like I usually do. Also, if you guys are new, be sure to hit the notifications button so I can inform you when I drop some new content, and I'll see you guys very soon. My name is Drexler. Shaka bra.